Hello everybody, welcome back to another mystery box function challenge. In this purple box there is a mystery, some piece of math that's going to change the numbers you put in the top into something else when they come out the bottom. And we'll keep track of those ins and outs in this chart and even graph them as ordered pairs so you can see the shape that this mystery math makes. And your challenge is to figure out what is this math inside this purple box. You can click on the link in the description to get to this page and try out as many numbers as you want until you think you've got a good guess, and then pause the video while you do that, then come back here and see if I get the same thing. All right, well, we're going to get started with a 0. Hopefully you've went to that link and have done all your guessing already, and maybe you have a good idea. I'm going to put in a 1 next. So let's see, actually, let's stop and think a minute. So 0, 0, it looks like we're not adding or subtracting anything, probably. And a 1 gives us a 1. So this could just be the function f of x equals x, meaning whatever you put in, you get the same thing out. It would be that line that goes through the origin with a slope of 1. So if we put in a 2, then we should get out a 2, if that's the case. And we do not. We get something between 1 and 2 with a lot of decimal points, a lot of numbers after the decimal point. Huh. Well, and that does seem to be a curve. Strange. Let's try 3. Okay, and 3 gives us a number between 1 and 2 as well, and the curve looks like it's getting a little shallower as it goes along. So I think I have a hunch about this one. Do you? I'm going to put in 2 numbers next that should prove or disprove my hunch. I'm not going to say what it is yet in case you're still thinking about it. I'm going to put in a 4. What I think is going to come out is a 2 if my hunch is right. So let's try that. Yes, we got a 2. Okay. I'm also going to put in a -1, and what I think is going to come out is something strange. Ha! So we got NaN as the result from that. NaN is just computer speak for this isn't a number. Whatever you do to -1 inside this box, it comes out not a number. Pretty strange. I don't know if we've seen that yet. And I think that would happen, if my hunch is right, I think that would happen with every negative number. So you could put in any negative number here, -2, it should be not a number. You could put in -100, it should be not a number. And this should be a big clue about what this function is. So do you know a function that you can't put in negative numbers to it? And if you put in a 4, it would give out a 2. I'm going to give you one more hint here in case you need it. Maybe you've got it already, but I'm going to put in a 9. Do you know what's going to come out here? I think a 3. Yeah, and there's a 3. So what function can you not put in a negative number to? And if you put in a 4, it gives a 2, a 9, it gives a 3. The one I think of is the square root. So this might be f of x equals the square root of x. And let's just check here. If we take the square root of 0, we'd get 0. If we took the square root of 1, we'd get 1. This is the square root of 2. We're close to it, and same square root of 3. You probably don't know those numbers off the top of your head. Maybe you did. I don't know. But definitely the square root of 4 is 2, and the square root of any negative number is not a thing, or if it is a thing, you're in more advanced math and you're dealing with imaginary numbers, but this computer clearly doesn't think imaginary numbers are numbers. And then the square root of 9 is 3. So I'm pretty confident we've got this. It matches with all our points. I'm going to go ahead and reveal. There it is. So f of x equals the square root of x. So we did get that right. Let's go ahead and graph this one. It's kind of an interesting one. Yeah, so the square root of x function starts here at 0 and has this nice kind of curve, gets a little shallower as it goes on, and then it goes off and up out there forever towards infinity. Well, how did that go? If you haven't seen the square root function before, this was probably maybe a little tough. Sometimes it's hard to recognize the square root function in these numbers. If you'd seen it graphed before, maybe this shape was kind of a giveaway for you. But I'd love to know how it went. Thanks, everybody.